Okay, then let's begin today's session. Today we'll have the basics of indices and surds and log, and if time permits, we'll then try to also see the graphical part of it, which will, I think, it will come in between as well. So, guys, have you revised the graph all apart? Everyone?
Yes, Kesari.
Okay. Others?
Not completely, just
No, I mean at least you know the basics of everything that was discussed in last lecture.
Yes.
Yes, Kesri.
Okay. At least that is a prerequisite. Okay. So let's to start with, we'll start with indices, and here this is pretty much your high school stuff that you had discussed of what is an indices. Basically, your all the laws related to a raised to m. So in general, a raised to m is basically if you multiply a m times to start off with, and it can be various things like you can also use this in similar way like a raised to m raised to n. So first you will have to solve this bracket, then you will solve this bracket. Let's say m raised to n is equal to k. So this will modify into a raised to k. Or you could also do it like this. Suppose a raised to m is equal to p, then this can also become p raised to n. What you will be doing here is first you will be solving this bracket and then this bracket. It will still be the same. Let's take an example. Let's take 2 raised to 2 raised to 3. So let us solve this first. So 2 raised to 3 is 8. So this will be 2 raised to 8, and 2 raised to 8 is 256. Now let's do the other way around. Let's first do 2 raised to 2 and then the cube part. Will it remain the same, guys?
no.
Why so?
4 cube is 64.
No. That I can understand. Why is this law and this law not working? Why is it not the same? Where did in this and this I explained two different things. Which one is correct and which one is wrong, and why? Anyone?
First
See,
one is correct.
yeah, okay, first one is correct. The basis of my asking such type of questions is specifically to train you for such questions. First, assertion reason questions, which I know in pretty much last 2 3 years, CAT has stopped asking, but that still asks some, and various other exams also do. So there you will be given two things: which one is true, which one is false, and you will have to state why is it true, why is it false, because of various ABCD options. And also you can be twisted like this in the interview itself. So like I said, your interview preparation will be based on two things: whatever you learn and whatever you read in the newspapers and all. If you are diligent with that part, you don't need to put in extra great efforts for interviews. So yeah, Prerit, you were telling the first one is correct. Then is the second one wrong?
Second one is definitely wrong.
Okay, why? I mean, which rule are we not following? I mean, why is it wrong?
Actually, numerically speaking, it should be 64.
Numerically speaking, it should be 64. I mean, yeah, answer would be 64.
Hmm.
But you said this one is correct and this one is wrong, right?
Yes.
Why so? I mean, which rule are we not following here?
Actually, what I remember is we take the nearest base, the power of the nearest base to be
Okay.
considered first.
So by power of the nearest base, you mean to say which one? Can you clarify?
Like in the first case,
Uh-huh.
we have the highest power that is outside is 3.
Yes.
The nearest base to 3 is 2. So first we should solve that part.
Okay.
And
And
similarly, we'll come down the trend.
okay, but why not go reverse as well? I mean, when we multiply here, if you start multiplying from this side or you start multiplying from this side, this gives the same answer. But then why not such a similar thing is following here? If you go this side or you go this way, it should give the same answer, right?
Also, when we multiply, like keeping it at 2 power 2 into 2 power 2 into 2 power 2,
Okay.
that would not make sense, because in the previous one, it should be different.
Sorry, previous one
I'm
is to be
confused
different.
myself. I'm confused myself.
Okay, anybody else wants to try? I'm giving you 1 minute. I'm giving you a minute. Think.
In the second type, you are just doing it's like 2 power, it's like a power m whole power and then a power mn, but that is not the case, right? We need
Okay, why?
because that itself is a separate entity. We are not doing as a whole cube. We are doing a cube only till the power part.
Sorry, could you repeat the last sentence? I could not hear you properly.
Now we are actually not doing we are not doing the cube for the entire thing. We are only doing cube for the power. So it's not like 2 power to whole cube. It's like only 2 cube.
Okay, acha.
Actually,
Okay,
both are correct then,
how come?
because in the second case, the whole cube is on 2 power 2,
Hmm.
but in the first case, the cube is on 2, and then the 2 power cube is on again the base 2,
Mm-hmm. Then why are we getting different answers?
because the brackets we have made.
So, but we are anyway multiplying all the things, right? Think, you still have 30 seconds before me picking it up.
Casey, actually, what Ashwik said is correct. Like for power, we are again doing a power like a power m, and m is n is the power of m. So we can't take the second one because there is another law: a power m whole power n is equals to a power m into n.
Okay,
So we can't take the second one. The first one is correct.
okay. Anybody else wants to give it a try? Well, yes, whatever was just stated right now is quite correct. We actually move this way and not this way is the right convention. Why? Because this is how it has been defined. So this is actually the correct one and this is not the right one. So whenever faced with such, uh, this is what you guys have to follow quite aptly. Uh, and I would say just a simple one to this. Let's this will be much clearer if we just look at the rules of the indices. Just have a quick revision of the rules first. I know you guys might know it, but still, like a raised to m into a raised to n was a raised to m plus n, the first basic rule of indices. Similarly, when you have division, instead of addition of powers, it will be subtraction of powers. Pretty simple. Now comes the interesting part, and maybe you could relate to it now, is this is how we were mistaking in the second part. So if we solve it like this should be 2 raised to 6 and this is 2 raised to 8. That's the difference. That is why we are getting a different answer if we solve using this way, because We have rule and we were violating this rule by following this way. That's the reason we were getting a wrong answer and not the right one. That is why we have always to go from up so that we do not break this rule. Okay, moving on. This is pretty standard. This one is nothing new, and the same goes for this. I mean, the mth root of a is equal to 1 by a raised to, no, not 1 by only, I guess it should be 1, yeah, a raised to 1 by, yes. Also, you will have here you had just one thing. If you have two things in the bracket, it will still be the same, like ab raised to m, it'd be a raised to m into b raised to m. And similarly, when you have division, it will still be same, nothing new. And this one you already know, a raised to 0 is 1 if a is not 0. That's it. It can be any other thing. So guys, is now this part clear? Anybody has any doubt with this part as to what is the convention or how we need to solve it? Trust me, what has happened to me before is I would generally start the session with this. I did not discuss this part. And what would happen is after teaching it for half an hour or so, there used to come a doubt quite similar to this. Hence, I thought let's start with this doubt itself so that this will get cleared. Because what used to happen then is it would still take more extra time so that this law somehow got lost in that. I hope this part is clear, guys, for everyone. Anybody has any doubt, please ask me again. Okay, I see no doubts then. Great. Let's move forward. So to start with, and since we all know the rules now, let's start with the quite simple. Like this might have come in your 9th or 10th standard board exams, but still for the sake of it, let's start with a simpler one. Let me know the answer in the chat box. Guys, anyone with the answer? I haven't received a single answer yet to the first question. Yes, Anshula, correct. Try the second one as well. No, Trilok, the answer is not in decimals. It's a perfect number. In fact, it's a perfect square, if I would say. Anshula, your second answer is not correct. Please check it again. You have missed some error in C wala part. Uttam is the answer you have given me for the first question. No, then that's not the correct answer. Ashwik, no, not correct answer. Yes, now it's correct, Anshula. No, Manideep. The answer is a 3-digit number. I didn't expect. This is an easy question, guys. Yes, Trilok, the second answer is correct. Try the first one as well. Ashwik, no, the answer is not correct. It's a 3-digit perfect square. I've given enough hint now. The answer is not in decimals. No, Uttam. The second answer is not correct. Hurry up, guys. 1 more minute. Yes, Ashwik, correct. Uttam, correct. Trilok, no, still the first answer is not correct. Wait. Ashwik, your second answer is not correct. A ka power is not correct. B and C are correct. A ka powers are not correct. 34 seconds, guys. Last 30 seconds. Yeah, now the second part is good. Okay. Yeah, Manidip, the second part is correct. The first one. I've received just one correct answer for first part till now, surprisingly. Okay, let me pick it up then. This is 9 ka cube, this is 12 ka cube. So by 1 by 3, this and this will get cancelled. Then we have 9 by 12, inverse it and square it. We get 144 by 81. Similarly, for the second one, we'll get 32 by 3. And division is basically opposite of multiplication. So we get 324 by 24. Cancel all 3 ka powers and 2 ka powers, you will get 256. There is no decimal. I mean, how could you guys take so much time for this? The second is quite easy. It's A14, B10, C21.
I forgot to take 9 ka root. I was considering 9 only.
How?
That's where I
Don't,
lost it.
yeah, that's the thing. Don't make such silly mistakes. Some intensive calculations one, you guys should be prepared for that also.
Excuse me, Kesri.
Yeah.
In the first question, the last part you have mentioned it as minus 24 by 322. Just check.
Minus?
In the question which you gave there,
Uh-huh.
it is minus 24 by 324, or it is division?
It is division.
Okay.
This dots.
Okay. I got confused there. Yeah.
Okay.
Kesari, in CAT exam, will we be able to find out cube roots also?
No. You can find powers, cube roots. You can if you use powers specifically. Like sometimes, see, they can modify your calculator. That's not up to the participants. So try to get as less use of calculator as possible, unless and until you are bound to do so. So this is pretty standard stuff. If you are very good with your numbers, calculation wala part, this should take 30 seconds at max. It's not much of a deal. If you are not comfortable with that part, you will have to prepare yourself with the calculation part. Daily in the morning, take any random numbers like this and sit with them. If you want, I'll provide one sheet for that as well. It's not that big. You can scribble any random numbers and start calculating. For 10 minutes daily, it will become a habit.
Okay.
Okay. So next, let's take one more, that is kind of how quadratic equation and your normal indices can be asked as a part of. So the question would be 625 raised to x minus 2 is equal to 25 raised to x plus 2. Find x. That is standard one. I won't give more than 30 seconds. No, Uttam. Yes, Ashwik, the answer is correct. Yes, correct. Uttam now. Trilok, correct answer. Others? Janvi, there was an important part discussed right at the beginning of the lecture. See to it that you go through the recording, and that's quite an important part because
Sure, sure. I'll go through it.
yes, Anshula, correct. Okay, let's move forward to the next part. Anybody any doubt? The answer is 6, guys. How? See, this is 5 ka cube. So let's take it to that power. Sorry, 5 ka not cube, 5 is to 4. X minus 2. And this is 5 ka square. X
Hello. Hello.
Unable
Yeah,
to hear you, Kesari.
yeah, case here.
I
Okay.
think he went into.
I thought I lost it.
sorry guys, I got disconnected because of power cut at my end. Is the screen visible, guys?
Yes, case.
Yes, Kesari.
Okay. Okay. So continuing from the part where we left, so we'll just then, since the base is common, you can now just equate the power, and then gradually you will get 6. Anybody any doubt with this part? Okay, let's move forward then. If I give you a question where a is equal to 625 raised to 6, b is equal to 125 raised to 7, and c is equal to 25 raised to 10. I want you guys to arrange it in descending order. The biggest first, then the smallest. Do let me know in the chat box which will come first. Descending order, remember. Trilok, I asked descending order, not the biggest. Yes, correct, Ashvik and Manideep.
Kesari, descending order is big to small, no?
Yes,
So the first comes the bigger number.
yes, then the middle number, then the smallest.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have given me one option. First a different, then a different one. I asked the descending order total. I did not ask the biggest or
Okay,
the.
okay. Okay, got it.
Yes, Uttam, correct answer. Others, hurry up. Yeah, now it's correct. Yes, Janvi, correct. Hurry up, guys. I need the answer from everyone for this question. It's quite easy. No, Spandana. Okay, I will take it up how we have to solve it. So breaks 625 into powers of 5. That would be 5 raised to 4 into 6. This is 5 ka cube into 7, and this is 5 ka square power 10. This is 5 raised to 24. This is 5 raised to 21. This is 5 raised to 20. You have the order A, B, C. In that order is the answer. Now is it clear, Spandana?
Yes, Kesari.
Okay. Guys, now let's move to the Surds part. That is this one. This part we have discussed. We'll discuss then, and then we'll solve some combined questions. Okay, so in Surds, basically you might have come across in your 10th standard anything of a raised to a plus root b form is a Surd, and we have also solved some questions on it in the algebra part last weekend. We'll solve some more things. So all the basic power laws that you guys saw here, this all will apply. Apart from it, there will be some extra ones. So the important concept in Surds is rationalization. How do we rationalize any Surd? Let's say you have this. What you will do is you will multiply it with this, and you will get is this one. Is it clear, everyone? The process of rationalization. What you can also have is, instead of just 1 by a plus root b, you can also have is root a plus root b. That is also a possibility, and that can happen. Everybody clear with this part? Okay. So one more thing. What if I ask you a simple thing like I have given you a surd a plus root b, and I have asked you to find the square root of that surd. How do we proceed in that? So let's just assume for now that this is equal to root x plus root y. So what do we do from this? Next, square both the sides. Squaring both the sides, what do we get is a plus root b, because this will get cancelled when we square it, is equal to x plus y plus 2 under root xy. We'll use a plus b ka whole square ka formula. So now what you will have is equate both the sides where there are rational numbers and equate both the sides where there are irrational numbers, because a rational number can never be equal to irrational part. So by doing so, a is equal to x plus y, and your root b is equal to 2 times root of x y. You will get one equation from here, you will get one equation from here. From here, when you square it, you will have b is equal to 4 times xy. So one equation in xy here, one in equation in xy here. You will have to solve it and get your answer. This is how, when you find x and y, this is how you will find the root If you wish to further simplify it, let's say to a cube or something, you will follow quite similar procedure. The only thing is the number of terms would be bigger and it will take much more time. So the specific reason, that's why it's generally not asked, because their main motto is not mathematics, it's understanding the part. So is this part clear, everyone?
Yes, Kesari.
Okay, then let me give you a question. Arrange them in descending order. How do we do it? Let me know. Descending order. Yes, Manideep, correct. Yes, Anshula, correct. No, Aswik, all are not equal. Yes, Uttam, correct. No, Uttam, you are sorry, you have missed some part. It's not correct. The starting one is correct. Yes, Trilok, correct. No, Janvi. Yes, Uttam, now it's correct. The hint is, guys, use just the use this part. This is your hint. This is how you'll come to know how to solve this question. No, Aswik, still not correct. 30 more seconds, guys. I will pick it up after then. No, Janvi. Sorry, it's now correct. Janvi and Ashwik, it's now correct. Okay. So yes, the method of what you have to do is just find the squares of all of them. So here you will get as 5 plus 1 plus 2 root 5. Here you will get 4 plus 2 plus 2 root 8, and here you will get 3 plus 3 plus 2 root 9. These all are same. 2 root 9, 2 root 8, 2 root 5. Which one is bigger? C, B, A is the answer. C is greater than B is greater than A. So now, did you guys understand how will I compare which surd is bigger than which one? Anybody, any doubts?
Kesari, I don't know if I did it correctly or not, but what I did was I did the similar thing, like I squared and I took 5 plus 1 plus 2 root 5. And since there is no irrational part, what I did was I took it as a square plus root 0.
A square plus root 0.
Then I just did a is equal to 5 plus 1, then b is equal to 4 plus 2, then c is equal to 3 plus 3, like that.
Why are you going a step further? That's not required now. I mean, I have not asked you to calculate the square root. I said take a hint from the above method. The hinting was this. The hint was hidden here. Just compute the square.
Okay, my bad.
I mean, what you did is quite correct, but it is not needed.
I just wanted to find can we take like that, I mean, root 0 if at all we asked for square root or something like that.
No. You already have the square root. Why will you be asked for the square root again?
I mean, the whole square root if it is asked like that.
Yeah.
In those type of questions.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's take one question on similar front. 3 plus root 23, and this is A, this is B. Which one is bigger? They should be pretty easy, not more than 20 seconds. Yes, Uttam, correct. Uttam, no. Your answer is not correct. Manideep, your answer is correct. No, Aswik. Anshula, correct. Others, hurry up. Yes, Uttam, now it's correct. Hurry up, guys. 10 more seconds. I need an answer from everyone. It's a repetition of the previous question, basically. Trilok, what are you trying to ask? I didn't get you.
I'm saying A is greater.
No, A is not greater. Well, guys, the answer is B, not A. How? Let's square both of them again. So this will be 3 plus 23 plus 2 root 69. This will be 6 plus 19 plus 2 root. And what is 19 6? 114. This is 26. This is 25. Now let's calculate this slight difference, because 26 plus 2 root 69. Now this 69 lies between which values?
8 and 9.
64
Yes,
and
exactly. Perfect. So what you will have is 26 plus something of, let's take the lower value for now because it is quite closer. 2 into 8 something.
Yeah.
What you will get is something 26 plus 16,
16.
or if you
42.
could have got 9 this, then it could have been 18.
Yeah.
So you will have value something between 42 to
42 to
44.
44. Yeah.
Perfect. Now let's calculate this. 25 plus 2, and how will we do 114?
100 to 140.
121.
121,
121.
sorry.
Slightly
Yes, so
smaller
it will
than
be
11.
10 and 11. Is it clear?
Yes.
So this will be 20 or 22, between 20 and 22. The lowest value has to be 20 at least. You agree with that part?
Yes, Casey.
Yes.
So the lowest value will be 45 and the highest value will be 47.
Yeah.
Now you can see here the highest value is 44 and here the lowest value is 45. Now do you think if there had been some let's say something like, if this was 43 to 46 and this was 45 to 47, I could have said there's a confusion, you will have to calculate till decimals, but that is not the case. This cannot go beyond 44, right? And this will not go lower than 45. Naturally B is greater than A. Now is it clear? This was slightly trickier, the concept was same. Is it clear now, Trilok?
Yeah. Yes, Casey. Yes.
Okay. Others, any issue? If there's an issue with the explanation of this, please ask me, I'll explain it again. Okay, if there's no one, then I'll give you one question. Or just, I will give you 30 seconds, revise this one, because it will be important for moving to the next question. Or in these last 3 questions, if you have any doubt, please ask me. Okay, let's move to the new question then. So the new question would be, calculate the square root of this. Simple question. Take 2 minutes. Answers in the chat box as usual.
Kesri, we need to find the exact value.
You need to provide me the answer in the form of root x plus root y, if you can do that part. I do not want in decimals, because like we had seen here, right? How do we calculate the square root? In this method.
Yes, Kesri.
Yeah.
Kesari, I didn't understand. How should we provide the answer?
Root x plus root y.
Okay, okay.
Mm. Quite frequent power cuts, guys. Sorry, had to shift to mobile data somehow. That's some special perks in living in a quarantine home. Okay, yeah. So Ashwik, you were asking me, so you have to find the answer in root x plus root y. Guys, am I audible, right?
Yes, Kesari.
Okay,
Yes, Kesari.
okay, sure. Sorry guys, the network is quite bad. If you guys had submitted an answer, I could not read it because of disconnection. So please post it again if somebody had solved it. Okay, nobody has got the answer yet. Is it that difficult? Thirty more seconds, guys. I'll pick it up then. Hurry up. Alright, guys. I'll pick it up then. Let's assume the square root of this is root x plus root y. If I square both the sides, I will get 62 plus standard stuff that we had discussed. X plus y is equal to 62. And if I compare the square root of के अंदर वाला part, it will be 480 is equal to 4 into xy. 2 will go inside, it will become 4. So x into y is 120, x plus y is 62. Clearly x is equal to 60, y is equal to 2. So the square root would be root 60 plus root 2. Had anybody submitted with the answer? Because my chat box is empty as I joined later. I could not see it.
Kesari, actually I got the answer, but I didn't understand which to consider as 60 and which to consider as 2. Because even
Does
y
it
can.
matter?
Because what I did was I just took a quadratic equation and something like that.
Does it matter which one you get 60, which one you get 2?
Correct. It's over addition.
Tell me, first I write surname, then I train name, or first I write name, then I write surname. Does it matter? The person is still the same. 2 plus 5 is equal to 5 plus 2.
Yes, correct. It's addition, right? So it doesn't matter whichever way you take.
Exactly. Everybody clear with this part? Anybody any doubts? Please type in the chat box if it is clear. This is quite an important part. Okay, great. A final question for indices and surds, then we'll move to the log part. Find x minus y. I'm giving you guys 1 minute. I won't say who is correct, who is wrong. You guys have to decide it yourself first. After 1 minute, I'll solve. Let's see. And I'll be expecting answers from everyone. I've received 3 answers till now, and all of them are same. Okay, great. I can see answers from everyone. Yes. Yes, guys, the answer is 0 because your x will come out to be 3 and y will also come out to be, sorry, x will come out to be 2, y will also come out to be 2. Perfect. Great. So for this, we have covered our indices and certs. Guys, just before moving to log, anybody has any doubt in certs? Not logs, log. Yeah. Anybody has any doubt? Please ask me right now. Okay, then let's move forward. So as you guys might have already seen how log works and what all other functionalities of it, we had discussed it on Sunday. So I won't go in that detail. Just the basic part of what are the limitations and where you cannot use a log. So we won't go into mantis and characteristic part that is not required for calculation part. Just the basic one, and that is how is log defined. So let's say a raised to x is there and you have to do it n. So what will happen is when you apply log on both the sides, you will get is x is equal to log to the base a n. This is how log functions. And there are some limitations. A has to be positive, n has to be greater than 1. Am I correct here or is something missing? As usual, I won't straightforward say you something. You guys need to be tested as well. I've written some criterias, 2 criterias, one on A, one on N. Are they correct or is something missing? If you think it's correct, type in the chat box correct. If you think it's missing, do let me know what is missing. I'm giving you guys 30 seconds. Okay, Prerit says there's one thing. All right, Prerit, let's see. Others? Yeah, guys, what would be your answer? Will there be change required or what I've written is correct? I'm only asking this because log you have studied in your 10th or 11th at least, irrespective of whichever board you have studied. Okay. So if nobody is asking, I will have to individually ask. Okay. A cannot be 1, Uttam says. Okay. Ashvik, what do you think? Is it correct or are changes required?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay. Anshila, what do you think? Okay. Quite an ambiguity. Janvi, what do you think?
I don't know.
Why log was so much tough for you guys or what? Was it a nightmare? Almost everybody is exclusively telling the same thing.
I don't remember actually.
Okay. Uh, Uttam has said A cannot be equal to 1 and Prerit says N can be greater than or equal to 1 as well. So according to him, it can be this. And according to Uttam, A also cannot be equal to 1. Uh, let's go to Uttam first. Uttam, what is the reason why A cannot be equal to 1?
Kesari, because log n to the base a is equal to log n by log a, right?
Yes.
So log a cannot be equal to 1. That is, a is not equal to 1. It should be greater than 1.
Okay.
But,
And it should be greater than 1.
yeah.
So can A be 0.5?
I'm saying a greater than 1.
Okay. Acha. So only A should
Yeah,
be A greater than 1. Acha.
yeah, I
Can
agree
also
because
A can also be in fraction, no?
Okay. So Uttam says this is it. Right, Uttam?
Yes.
Okay. So according to
yeah,
you, A cannot be 0.5.
no, that makes sense also because log one is zero and you can't divide as it because indefinite.
Okay. Yeah, Prerit, you were telling something?
A can also be in fractions.
That's why I asked. A can it be A can be equal to 0.5 or not?
That's
So
what
when
I'm
you are
saying. It can
yeah.
be,
So
but
when you are
I'm not
stating,
sure. But I'm not sure.
so you are just hypothesizing then. You're presenting a hypothesis that it can be, but I'm not sure. Playing a safe game. Okay. Anybody else has anything to add? Yes, guys. Generally, what we do is this should be greater than 0, and yes, A should be greater than 1. Yes. N can be in decimals less than 1, it is possible. But A has to be greater than 1. Yes, Uttam, you are correct on that part. This is correct. So finally, guys, this is what you have to follow. N needs to be positive, not 0 as well, because you cannot have 0. And A needs to be greater than 1. Yes, quite correct. Hopefully, so your log rules are cleared. We also have some basic ones. I guess I discussed it in last class as well, of log, of how log m into n is equal to log m plus log n, and same applies for subtraction and division part. So we'll skip that part. There are no, in fact, 3 laws you guys need to remember. I'll just note them down. So what you will have is, let's say log a to the base b, and you have to now represent this in the opposite form. You can also state it as log b to the base a. Now there's also a base change rule which might come in handy in exams. Let's say you have something of log a to the base b, and you have to change the base to c, any number c. What you can do is equal to, this is how we change the base. And the rest all pretty standard stuff. When you apply it here, you will already get it. Like this is quite standard and you guys already know it, but still this is basically equal to n. Because let's say if I put a raised to here both the sides, a raised to x is what, n, so this will be equal to n. That's why I said that those are some pretty standard stuff that won't be required. Also one thing, x can also be in denominator or something or the other form. Like let's say even your base is in some index form. Uh, let's take this q and this p for safety. This is your base, this is your index. So what you can also get is this might come in handy, so please note this one down. Everybody noted it down?
Yes, Kesari.
Okay, let's move forward to a simple question then to start with. And that would be log 3x minus log 6 is equal to log 12. Calculate x. Basically what you have to use is some rules how log operates, that's it. Otherwise log is basically your linear algebra, quite similar to indices, quite similar in an opposite way. Yes, Prarit, correct. Janvi, correct. Ashvik, correct. Uttam, correct. Yes, Trilok, correct answer. Great, great. You guys can solve it. Yes, Manideep, correct. Let's move to the next question then. And that would be, if I give you an expression, let's say, and I give you the value of log A, log B, log C. So your log A ka value is equal to 2, log B ka value is 1, and log C ka value is 1.5. I need you guys to calculate the value of this, and this is log to the base 10. Calculate me the value of this. Let's see, Aswik. What will be the value, guys? Mm, let's see Trilok. Manidip, I don't think so. Let's see. I'm not sure. I'll have to calculate. Let me discuss, then you guys will come to know the correct answer. 30 more seconds, guys. I will pick it up then. Janvi, how can the answer be negative?
No, actually, I calculated it wrong. I'm still doing it.
You forgot the final step. Okay, I'll pick it up, guys, then. Enough time. So let's suppose this is equal to x. Taking log on both the sides, log to the base 10 here. Everybody clear with this part? How did we get this?
Yes, yes.
Now let's
Yes, yes.
substitute the value, this, these, and these. So this is 2, this is 1, this is 1.5. So this will 3 minus 6 is equal to minus 9. So log 10 to the base x is minus 9. So x will be 10 raised to minus 9 is equal to 1 by 10 raised to 9. Janvi, you stopped at this step.
Yes, yes.
And everybody has given me some or the other answer.
No, Kesari, I have a doubt here. Now, instead of considering a x value, I can take log below and above, right?
You take it anywhere, you will still get
Yeah,
this
that's the
expression.
same
Yeah,
thing
if,
I did.
so in that case, the answer I'm getting is 1 by 3.
No, 1 by 4 it is. Yeah, in that case, I'll get 1 by 4 if we apply log on numerator and denominator.
Yes, so we'll have 1 by 2 into 8, and then 6 into 1 plus 4 into 1.5.
Really sorry, guys. I'm facing severe network issues here. Yeah, so you were telling something about how did you take above and below log?
Casey, I have a
Yeah, so I've considered instead of taking another variable x, I've considered log above in the numerator and denominator. Then I got it as
Okay.
3 by 2 into log a by 6 into log b plus 4 into log c.
How did you get plus? It's denominator. That will be negative.
No, because log a into b is log a plus log b, right?
Yes, but log A by B is equal to log A minus log B.
No, no, that's not what I took.
Actually, what we did actually is log A by log B. So that's why we got different answer.
Okay, okay. So you calculated log A by log B. Fine, fine. I'm fine with that part. So you might have received log A is equal to 3 and log B is equal to minus 12, right?
No minus part. It's
Not
only
minus 12, it's
Oh,
plus
sorry.
12.
no
Fine,
plus
fine. Yeah,
12.
yeah. It will not be negative. So 12. So log A by log B is equal to 1 by 4. Okay. Now next, what did you do
No, logs are gone,
after
right?
this? How are the logs gone? Logs have not gone. Logs are still there.
Oh, because we already substituted the
You
log.
said you took different logs. What did you do is you calculated this is equal to A by B, right?
Correct.
And you took logs separately for both of these.
Correct.
Yeah, so logs are still there. Logs haven't gone.
But we have substituted the values of logs, right? Like log a,
Sorry, my
log b.
bad. Not this A. Let's not confuse the symbols. This is X by Y. So this is log X and log Y. Yeah. Now how will you do? I get it. Whatever you have done is quite correct.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't taken any extra variable. It's directly I took log. It's like multiply by above numerator and denominator. Similar way like that I took. I don't know.
Even
It's
I
like
haven't taken anything new. It's just that for the sake of simplicity, I assumed the value of this to be X. I'm not
yeah,
introducing any new variable.
yeah. So that's what you do. You don't take you don't take a variable x also. You can still get the value of a as 1 by
Uh-huh.
4.
No, but that's not 1 by 4. This is still in this format. If this log x by log y is equal to, let's say, z, I find the value of z. You have taken the log of this, now you'll have to take anti-log again to convert it. See, what I got this from here is this. You have arrived at this value, then you will also have to take anti-log. This is the anti-log I took.
Okay.
Yeah, Prerit, you were asking something?
no, Casey. I just did by reciprocating the method.
And what is the answer you got?
The same answer.
Which one? 1 by 4.
No, no, no. The answer that you got.
Okay, okay. I see the best approach is this one. You take x is equal to this. Use log on both the sides. And since we are taking the base 10, so it will be base 10 here. So log base 10 x is equal to 3 by 2 log a. And log of x by y is equal to log x minus log y. So using that property, we'll get 3 by 2 log a minus 6 log b minus 4 log c. Substitute the values, you will get minus 9. And this minus 9 is basically equal to log 10 to the base x. Take anti-log on both the sides, that is raise both the powers by 10. So this here the log will vanish and you will have 10 raised to minus 9. Is this part clear to everyone? Anybody has any doubt with this part? Okay, let's take one last question for the day. I wanted to extend this lecture, but there are a lot of disturbances in the network, and I do not want disturbances further. What we'll try to do is we'll try to cover, we'll take 10-15 minutes extra in the next lecture. So, facing this, let's calculate this one. This is the base, third root of 2. And in index, you have this is the index. Calculate the value. If you guys are unclear regarding any notation, please let me know so that you won't spend some time in that.
Yes, I didn't understand.
Okay.
Base is
This is the base.
okay.
Cube root of 2.
And 32 into that.
Cube root of 16 is the index.
Okay.
Yeah. Calculate the value.
So that's the index of the base.
Yes, index of the base.
Okay.
I mean, if I have the question log a raised to n, so this is my n and this is my a. Got it?
Yes.
Yeah. Take 2 minutes. It shouldn't take much more. The last question for the day. No, Asvik. Please recheck your calculations. See the hint. Yes, now it's correct. See guys, the hint which I would say is try to express your n in terms of a, in the powers of a, because log a is equal to n if this is your base and this is your index. So if you express your index in terms of powers of base, the answer would be pretty straightforward. So try doing that. This is the hint. No, Anshula, that's not the correct answer. Others, hurry up. No Prerit. No Manideep. Yes, Janvi, correct. Correct, Trilok? All right, guys, I'll pick it up then. So, uh, the base is this. Now let's try to express the index in the same thing. So let's do this 32 then. 32 is 2 raised to 5, or I can also express it at 2 raised to 15 by 3. Now 16 का cube root is basically 16 is to 1 by 3, and 16 is 2 raised to 4, so I can express it at this. Now these two are multiplied, so I can add the index, so this will become 2 raised to 19 by 3. So by how much times you will have to raise this to get this? The answer is 19. That's why I've given you the hint. Try using the same notation. That will ease out your answer.
Okay, Sri, I heard one different approach. I don't know if it's correct or not. So
Okay.
what I took was log of 2 root 1. It's there, right? Log of
2
root
root?
root 3, root 2, the base value.
हाँ, ठीक है.
So I took it as 2 power 1 by 3, and I took that 1 by 3 outside.
हाँ, yes, you can.
And the initially only I divided 32 and 16. I got it as 2 power 5, then 5 into 3, then 4 into 3.
Yes, yes, you can completely.
Okay, right.
You basically use this tactic. Where is it? You use this one.
Yes.
Yes, correct. You can do that part also. Anybody any doubt, guys, in this question? Anyone? Okay. Guys, the important part regarding this is remembering this one. This is quite important. Sometimes we forget the basics and CAT tests on this basics which we forget. What they can do is, let's say they will give you log x squared plus 2x plus something plus, let's say, 5, and your x squared minus 4, and now you need to know the criteria that this needs to be greater than 0, and this needs to be greater than 1. So various questions can be formed on this. So now the log question has become a quadratic question, and now here you might be asked to find the range. You can be asked to calculate various different values of x, all those things that we have done in the quadratic equations. So questions can be asked on any formats. Like I said, this is quite important. Do remember it. Do not forget it. This is very important. Anybody any doubt further? We'll wrap up for the day then. So now something small advanced part of your graphs and functions is remaining. That won't take more than half an hour, and we have permutations, combinations, and probability. So just wanted to have a count as to, guys, how many of you found permutations and combinations and probability tough in your school days?
It's tough for me, basically.
Okay. Others? Okay.
Probability is
for
easy,
me
but
as well.
PNC is difficult.
Yeah, sorry.
Probability is easy.
Okay.
PNC I find it tough.
Okay.
I am okay with this.
Okay, great. Then Aswik will be the first one to solve the questions. Which cases do you find tough, Anshula?
Case we have found in permutation and combination. basically 11th one.
Okay. अच्छा 11th standard वाला.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. See, it's not that tough, guys. It's quite simple. Like I'll tell you a thing. मतलब, this is quite one. How it goes. Let's stop this one so that it would